On today's IRS tax update, we will take a look at the latest developments for those still experiencing tax refund delays as we enter yet another month of waiting, including the next round of tax refunds scheduled for release. And from there, we will recap those still encountering the 570 and 971 codes on their tax transcripts, as well as those receiving the 12C letter from the IRS, in addition to those experiencing refund freezes under the 810 Refund Freeze code. Starting off with the latest, as the next round of tax refunds is scheduled for release on June 5th, 6th, and 7th as confirmed by the refund status results and tax transcript seen here. Now the next batch of direct deposit tax refunds will be transmitted and released by the IRS on June 5th and 6th, and while most will receive the day of due, allow 5 additional days for the refund to post to your bank account before initiating a payment trace. Meanwhile, the next round of paper checks is scheduled to be mailed out on June 7th. And while most will receive within 7 to 10 days in this situation, you will need to allow up until July 5th for it to arrive before initiating a payment trace for a non-received refund. Also, as a reminder, all refunds at this point from 2023 tax year returns are subject to receive interest as 45 days have passed since the tax filing deadline. Now, moving on to those ongoing delays, many of our viewers continue to report seeing either the 570 or 971 tax transcript codes, or a combination of the codes like seen here. And if you see both of these codes with the same date, that means the IRS has autocorrected or resolved any potential issue or reviewed the tax return in question, and that any refund due to the tax filer will be cleared for processing in the next several weeks. If the codes appear with separate dates, it means the IRS is continuing to work on the issue or review the tax return, and that a notice has been sent out to you, which should arrive in the mail by the date listed next to the 971 code. Now, as we have stated previously, the 570 code could appear on your tax transcript for a variety of reasons, including the IRS computer system detected a potential issue with the tax return, or it has been set aside for further examination or review, including wage verification. We have been seeing in the last week a significant increase, especially among those in particular who have been getting assistance from their congressional representative's office, that the IRS is now requesting wage documentation to prove what the tax filer has been entered on their tax return for accuracy. Now, the documentation in particular being requested include W-2 and 1099 forms for income earned last year, and a huge increase of 1099-R form requests for those who withdrew from their retirement accounts. Now, while the issuers of these forms, whether it is employers or financial institutions, also send copies to the IRS, what usually happens is there is a delay in the IRS processing those forms, which means they cannot verify the information you submitted on your tax return for accuracy, which leads to additional delays. And as a result, we have been seeing an increase of the 12C letter as seen here, which is sent by the IRS requesting certain wage documents from income forms, retirement distributions, and even gambling winnings. For those who receive these forms, it is important to immediately send them back to the IRS so that processing can continue on your tax return. However, do note the turnaround time is around 6 to 8 weeks after they get the documentation back before you should expect to receive that refund. For those viewers encountering the 810 Refund Freeze code on their tax transcripts seen here, this could be due a variety of reasons that will not be explained on your tax transcript. And the list of causes includes something as simple as the need to complete ID verification, examination of the tax credits being claimed, or self-employment income being reported in addition to verification of income, or the return being flagged by the tax shelter deduction team, or frivolous return program. Let us know in the comment section below about your ongoing tax issue. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.